good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. I'm Michelin Dapo, the co-founder of Manila Street Premium Cheese Ice Cream here in Sydney. And today I'm going to do a simple recipe demonstration of a Bibingka recipe. So Bibingka is very common nearing Christmas time in the Philippines, especially when you go for a simbang gabi. And then you would top it off with a lot of coconut, sometimes melted butter and cheese. But my take on my bibingka today, we're going to make waffles. And my cheese, I will use the Manila Street Premium Cheese Ice Cream. And then I'll top it off with the butterscotch coconut sauce. Okay, so before we start, I'll be introducing to you the ingredients for our butterscotch coconut sauce and our bibingka waffle batter. For our butterscotch coconut sauce, we are using 1/4 cup water, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of coconut cream. For our bibingka waffles, we are going to use 1 1/2 cup of rice flour, 1/2 cup of glutinous rice flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, salted red egg, we'll just use half of it. We'll have 1 1/2 cup of coconut milk, and we will also use some coconut chips that's salted. This will be used for our garnish. Okay, so let's start. We'll do the butterscotch coconut sauce first by adding our water and sugar together, and then we'll let it melt until the sugar dissolves. I've mixed the water and brown sugar together. I'm just going to let it boil for a while and then thicken. When we get the right consistency, we are going to add our coconut cream. So as you can see, it's boiling. I'm using an induction stove so I could also control the heat. I'm gonna lift it out of the heat so you could see slightly that our liquid or mixture has changed. It's thickening a little bit, so it's also a sign that we're almost getting there. As you can see, our brown sugar has dissolved and it's in a very thick consistency. Now we are going to add our coconut cream. Then we'll let it boil for a while. Okay, and have it reduced for a while. Boiling away, and we've reached the right consistency. So it's thick, syrupy, and later on, when it's cooled down, it will be much thicker. So that's what we want. So it's sort of a consistency of a latte. I'm just gonna leave this to cool, and it's, as you can see, it's very syrupy. So this will go on top later in our cheese ice cream. Alright, so now let's start our bibingka waffles. So we'll start first by incorporating all our dry ingredients. So we have our rice flour, our glutinous rice flour, we have our baking powder, our salt. So while we are incorporating our dry ingredients, okay, probably notice how come there's no sugar on my waffle batter? Well, it's because that there is already the sweetness component of our coconut milk, and also later on we have our super premium cheese ice cream from Manila Street, and then our butterscotch coconut sauce. To add now our coconut milk mixture on our batter. So this is 1 1/2 cup coconut milk. Okay. Sometimes you would notice, different brands of coconut milk would have it. Sometimes it would be watery, sometimes it might be too thick. So this is the time to check and adjust whether or not the recipe is right. Okay, if it's gonna be like a good batter consistency or not. So what I did, if it's too thick, I'm gonna add coconut milk, 1/4 cup of increments until I get my desired consistency. And while I'm doing that, I'm heating up my waffle pan. Machine is right right about the temperature. It's hot, okay? Then we're just going to pour a little bit on our pan because we need to understand that this will still rise, okay? You don't want it to overflow around your machine, okay? Alright, so while I'm gonna pour a little bit more, and then you have to make sure, okay, this is where we're gonna put our red egg. So we're just going to put a few, bits and bobs of our red egg, okay, into our batter mixture before we close down our waffle machine. Okay. We're gonna start plating it up, but before anything else, let's have a look. It should be at least golden brown in color, and then you would see that our salted red egg has also cooked off a little bit. Alright? Now let's start plating. So I'm just gonna slice this in quarters. Okay, when you're gonna start plating, just make sure that all your garnishes, like your butterscotch coconut, your ice cream, everything is ready when you start plating up. So we're just going to stack them over here. Like so. Okay. And then we're gonna add our Manila Street Super Premium Cheese Ice Cream. So it's really a good complement for our Bibingka because it has the saltiness and the sweetness coming from each element of our waffles. So it's up to you if you want to add 1 or 2 scoops, okay? But I prefer more ice cream, better, okay? Afterwards, then, this is slightly cooled down our butterscotch coconut. So we're just going to put this on top, just like so. Okay. So remember, there's no sugar in our waffle. So our sweetness comes from our sauce and our ice cream. Okay. And lastly, we have our toasted coconut on top. Okay. To add a bit of color, I'm just going to put few micro herbs or microgreens. Okay. There you go. A bit of green. Makes it more alive. Okay. So there you have it, guys. This is my Bibingka waffles with Manila Street Super Premium Cheese Ice Cream. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and I hope that you're going to do this on the festive season. Bye everyone! Thank you! Okay guys, so this is our Bibingka waffles with our Manila Street Super Premium Cheese Ice Cream with butterscotch coconut sauce. I hope you guys will try this recipe. It's really good. And thank you again for watching. Like so. Okay. And then we're gonna add our Manila Street Super Premium Cheese Ice Cream.